There's something extremely unsettling about seeing the world through infrared light, isn't it? Familiar places suddenly feel strange. Empty backyards become alien landscapes. Shadows move differently. Trees, they look alive. Ever since I was a kid, watching old monster movies and sci-fi late-night movies, science fiction movies, I've been completely fascinated by night vision technology. So recently, I picked up a pair of these HEXEUM 4K night vision goggles and decided to see what the world actually looks like once the sun goes down. I mean, what started as a simple gadget test quickly turned into something far stranger than I had expected. While filming in my very own backyard one night, I think I may have captured something unusual, something moving through the darkness. At first, I assumed it was just shadows, maybe distorted infrared light, or maybe even an animal wandering through the yard. But the more I reviewed the footage, my friends, the less sure I became. Very startling. Tonight, we're stepping into the darkness to review the footage, test the goggles, and see if we may have accidentally recorded something not of this earth lurking just beyond the trees. So shut off the lights, my friends, and let your eyes adjust to the dark. Now, I bought these online a couple years ago just for the fun of it. Like I said, I've always been into night vision goggles. There's really not much in the box. I'm not going to go over the whole box thing, but it gets his little user manual. It's got, I guess you call it a strap to hold the goggles around your neck. It clips onto the goggles. It's got a USB-A to USB-C cable to charge them. And there's nice styrofoam packaging on the inside. You know, this real basic box. And the goggles. And these are nice. They have a nice smooth finish to them. They have a real solid feel to them. I wasn't expecting them to feel as solid as they do for a fairly inexpensive pair of goggles that do infrared. I think these were $99. Now, don't quote me on this. I bought these on Amazon, and I just bought them because they were fairly cheap. And when you look at these, you would think you'd look at them like this, like you're looking through goggles, but you don't. You look through the display screen. You look through here to see what you're looking at. So that, at first, was like, what am I doing? And I would be looking through here. I'm like, I can't see anything. But they're not meant to be looked at this way. This is actually receiving what it's looking at. You're looking at it through the big display screen. And it's a fairly intuitive piece of equipment. It takes a little bit of learning curve. I'm not going to go over how to operate the whole thing, but it's basically got, IR. You can turn the IR up and down, the infrared up and down by pressing this button. If you want it more sensitive or less sensitive, you push it to get it more sensitive. You push this button, this top button. If you want it to be less sensitive, you turn the one below it down. It makes it less sensitive, because sometimes when you're in an area that you think is dark, there might be a street light nearby, and if you have it really bright, you're blinded by the extra light, the ambient light that you didn't notice before. It's got the on-off button is right here, and then this is the button to turn. If you've got it set to camera or video, you can take still pictures or you can take video with it, and this is the camera video. This is the camera button. Then you've got a manual button. Sorry, not manual, menu. You've got a menu button. And you've got a mode button. Okay, these are the control buttons. And this top button increases the sensitivity of the infrared sensor. This button decreases it. This turns the video on or off or takes a picture. This is your power button. This is your menu button. And this is your mode button. And I'll show you how these work a little bit here. Now, to turn the goggles on, you just hit the power button, hold it for about 4 seconds, and you get this screen here. Now, if you want to See what the menu does. Hit the menu button, and it gives you your resolution. If you want to loop record. I'm not certain what WDR is. Motion detection. You can put this on a tripod and put it in your backyard, and it'll sense any motion and start recording, and your date stamp. Then if you want to toggle between, you just hit the menu button again to toggle over to that little gear to change the date, how long you want it to auto power off, language, LCD brightness, frequency, exposure, screen save, and so on. Now if you want to switch between modes, this is your mode button, and that takes me to still photography. You look at this little logo up here. I can't get too close to it, but that's still photography. That I'm not certain what that means. I think that's the review. Yeah, that's the review, what I've already recorded. And that's for video, because you get a little video camera up here. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. It's a nice little, simple, easy to read display screen. This down here is how much is left in the memory card. I have 88% down there. Today is May 26, 2026, 6:29 in the morning. And on the bottom you have the 1/4 inch female screw to mount to a tripod. And these, as I said, you look through here to see what you're looking at. This is how you focus it, and this one is stationary. So as you see here, it says far and near. You can, as you turn it, you can take a picture of my little elf, my little gnome out there. That's blurry. And then it doesn't really focus too good through here because I'm looking through a screen. That's kind of in focus. There we go. That gnome is about 50 feet away. This is my tabletop tripod that I use for a lot of my productions. I'm going to show you how easy it is to take this 1/4 inch hole, female hole in the bottom. It's a threaded hole. I'm going to show you how easy it is to take the 1/4 inch female threaded hole and screw it right onto a tripod and mount it. It's just so simple. Now this one is an easy mount because it's got a screw thing in the bottom. There you go. And it is on the tripod. Now I'm in my laundry room here in our house. And I picked this room because this is the only room where it can be pitch black most of the time. So right now I just got one light on overhead. This is our ceiling. I have 2 lights actually on overhead. And I'm gonna go sit over here in the corner. And I'm gonna turn the light out to show you how dark it is in here. So here we go. Boom. You can't see a damn thing. Pitch black. You can't even see your hand in front of your face. So let's try it now with the infrared goggles. Okay, so what you see here is just the ambient light in a pitch black laundry room. So what we have in the room, the only source of light in the room is a mild glow from my iPhone, a little bit of glow, a blue glow from my lapel microphone that's on my shirt, and the screen display from the infrared goggles. So look at that. I mean, it looks like it's not daylight, but it's pretty bright, man. So these really work really well because as you saw, that was a pitch black room. Now I'm going to take them out in the backyard and show you how they look outside with just ambient light from outdoors, street lights, light from the sky, things like that. And maybe, just maybe, we're going to see a strange creature crawling about in my backyard. Now this is looking out towards my backyard. And it's just strictly ambient light from the neighbors' lights in their yards, one street light. Otherwise, you couldn't see any of that. It looks like there might be some deer laying out there or some kids or something. Or maybe those are geese sitting out in the valley. And as you can see, it's pretty clear. It's a little grainy, but again, this isn't a professional camera to film a feature film with. But it looks pretty good. You can see a lot of things here. And I've looked out here at night and seen the deer. There's usually deer sleeping out in that field. They usually curl up right there by those pine trees and go to sleep. Now this is looking out my back window, and I saw something go past the window when I was filming. But the one thing is that the infrared doesn't really work looking out a window, because the infrared will shine against the window and then bounce back. So it kind of doesn't create the best image. But let me see what that was going past the window. So I went outside to investigate to see what went past my window, because I don't know what that was. We don't have a lot of big animals. We have coyotes and raccoons and skunks and cats and stuff in the back here, but I don't know what that was. So let me see. I took it out there, took all the lights out in the back here and see what it was. And I'm still not seeing what it was. Okay, there's a yard out there. Let's see. A pretty breezy night out there. Well, there's something. Oh my God, what? Oh my God. Look at that. Oh my God, President Trump. Oh my God, he was right. Aliens are real. All those MAGA people aren't crazy. They're aliens. They're in my backyard. Oh my God, what is going on? Oh my God. One thing I forgot to mention about these goggles is the USB-C charging port, and the SD card is under this rubber flap on the side, on the right side. And all you got to do here is, as with all SD cards, smaller ones, this is a micro SD, is you just push it in. It's got a little spring activated thing. It pops out. And this one, my goggles came with a 32 gigabyte SD card. You can see here. I think you can see that. There you go. And it just slides right in here. And your USB-C charging port is right there. And it's real easy to use, real easy to access. So this is where I bought it. I bought the HEXEUM night vision goggles on Amazon. And I bought them April 21st of 2025, so just a year ago. And they're great little goggles. I mean, they were only $97. They're currently unavailable. And if you want to find out more about them, you can look on the Amazon website. Just look for, they're not selling these, but there's other ones that are available. And they're great little goggles. I got them just for the sake of, having them and something to play with, kind of a toy. It's got a 3-inch large display. Oh, it's 5x digital zoom. It's not 10x, it's 5x. And when I have it down to 1x, it's still way too close to everything. And you've got 7 adjustable IR levels. So with the IR buttons, you can adjust the IR sensitivity. And overall, I had fun with these. So in conclusion, I would just say, hey, if you want a fun toy to get your husband or your girlfriend or some nosy neighbor who wants to spy on you in the dark, you want to spy on your neighbor in the dark. If you want to be like Jimmy Stewart in Rear Window, oh, look, there's Miss Sad Pants. There she is over there. Oh, look at her. Oh, there's a Raymond Burr burying a dog in the garden. These would be great. If you live in an apartment complex, you can probably watch people at night. I don't know what kind of use you really would have for them. Maybe kids. I think kids that have a lot of free time in their hands and want to go out in the backyard and, I don't know, do what. I personally, they've sat on my kitchen counter for the last year. And I kept thinking, well, I better do something with those. And every night I look at them, I go, I bought those IR goggles. Why don't I do something with them? I don't know. So let me know what you think. I'm PT Pop. And leave comments, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Hasta la vista, baby.